Good morning, people. My name is Juan Sebastián Puerta Grajales, and I'm an English student for the North English Academy. So, for real, English Academy has been the best I've found in Buenaventura City. For real, I can say that. And also, I'm here because I will try to tell you or to mention a little about everything of our country, or like characteristics, beautiful places that we got or that we have to visit, since they are really known for many people in the world. And also, yeah, as I told you, that's the work, that the homework. Choose one country, sorry me, and tell everything that you know about it and what you have investigated. So, as I told you, the country that I have chosen is Canada. And why? Just because I chose because since I see myself involved of wanting to go there, because firstly I got family there, also I got my best friend, and also the greatest dreams of every people from here, from Colombia, that is go there and work, so as to have a better life, and also so as to get a better studies and those kind of things. So that's why I've chosen this country. And also, so let's start. So Canada, firstly, it's something interesting is that it's commonly considered like one of the most developed countries with the best quality of life. So what I have told you before, in the world. And also it has the 8th largest economy in the world, despite like having a population of only approximately like 40 million people. That's something really interesting, since Canada, it hasn't like a lot of people, and it has one of the best economy in the world. That's something interesting. The second important thing is the location of Canada. So that's something also like really important knowing about it, and that is that Canada is located at the northern tip of the North American subcontinent, and also it stretches with from the Atlantic Ocean to the east, the Pacific Ocean to the west, and northward to the Arctic Ocean. Also, we have that it shares a border with the United States to the south, and when its federal state of Alaska to the northwest, and finally with Greenland exactly on the Hans Island to the northeast. And also, so after this, we have those kind of beautiful places that we can visit if we have the opportunity to go there. That's something that we can't forget just going there. So, and we have like some pictures about those kind of beautiful places that I have mentioned before. And so the first one that we have is Las Cataratas del Niágara, or Niagara Falls. So as you are looking here. So as I told you, the Niagara Falls, they are located on the Canada and United States border. So just over a few hours drive from Toronto are the impressive, as I've shown you before. So from Toronto, because Toronto is also like a beautiful and one of the biggest city of Canada, and it's really close from La Catarata del Niagara. We can like found the impressive Niagara Falls, and I can say that without a doubt, this is Canada's most famous natural attraction. And also that I would like to mention is that if we want to visit a place, when the night is coming, as I told you, I recommend this place because it has many lights of different colors that at night they switch on, and that looks really really interesting. And also we can pay for a trip on a boat, and we can just navigate like around the Niagara, as I told you, like this. And that's something that we can do, since I've been really interesting. So the second one, we have Toronto, as I've mentioned here. Toronto, this is and we have the Toronto and the Tower CM. So Toronto, Toronto, this is Okay, so this is Toronto and the Tower CM. So Toronto, it's Canada's largest cities. You know, it's covering about 630 square kilometers, and also it's most populous with over like 6 million of people. You know, living there. It's also one of the its inhabitants. You know, there are a lot of people, and also it's a multicultural city, as I told you, because home to over like 200 ethnic groups who speaks like 120 languages. Just imagine that they are different languages because they are more than 200 ethnic groups that live there. Oh, so here, and also as I told you, Toronto has been also really popular because of a fact, and the fact is that that is a favorite the favorite destination for international students. Okay, so and the third place that we have, you know, so far is Vancouver and the immense, you know, Stanley Park. So you know, Vancouver, you know, has been like recognized for its beautiful parks. You know that they are really long. They are beautiful. You know, like places where you can enjoy, when you can like make a lot of things. You know, so that's why it's known, because it's the third city. You know, the largest and the biggest of Canada, and also we have the it's located on the west coast and Vancouver, but it's one of the most like beautiful park that, as I told you, in the country. And Stanley, as I've shown you, is Stanley Park, like what, no, 405 hectares, and also is the largest urban park in the country. So as to continue, we have some grading, and grading it's like a fair handshake is the most common way to greet strangers. So a handshake is when we do this, like this, a handshake. So a handshake is like the most common way, you know, ways for me to greet strangers. So as to say, oh hello, so how are you, those kind of thing. But Canadians, sorry me, may love you know, lightly when shaking hands to solve like the formality. And why I'm saying it's like when we handshake our hands with a stranger, it's something the so if we want to make it soften, I mean, so as to have like a connection with people that we want, just we small, you know, and we laugh softly, like, oh hello. So when we make this like this action, is because we want something else, just so as to greet. Yeah, it's like, oh hello, how are you, and they start speaking. So other thing that we have is like French Canadians, they may also greet each other of a soft kiss on both cheeks, and starting with the left. That's something really interesting, and something similar with Spanish that we make there, but as I told you, it's just in French Canadian. And also about like body language, we can say that for them is like Canadians don't tend to gesture like much during the conversation. And I know that you are asking yourself like, oh, what is gesture? And gesture is this what I'm doing. You know, I mean, Canadians, they try to don't tend to do this. What, like gesture? Or speak while using my hands, and that's something that for them they don't like, because it looks like not well. Because I mean, just imagine that's something like, oh, so yeah, so oh, yesterday I was playing soccer, you know, and I fall down, and I that's something that, as I told you, it looks done. It doesn't look well. So that's try to speak without using their hands, and that's something that for me, you know, it looks better. Another thing that we have here is like Canadians, they value their personal space, you know, and then they don't speak too close to each other. I mean, because what I'm trying to say is they respect the space that we have, or I have, when I'm talking to other person. and that's something else I told you. We have to respect that space, because just imagine that's the person and it's like, oh yeah, that's something that is going to look or seeing something strange. And just so as to finish, we have the maintain, the eyes contact with the other person that while you are speaking, because it indicates like seriousness while in the conversation, you know. Sorry, me. So while the conversation, and so as to finish, don't maintain like the eyes contact with the other person. It's like it's an indicator of of boredom or disinterest, because if you are speaking with other people, you got to maintain an eyes contact with him, to transmit him like seriousness, or that the thing that you are talking is interesting. But if you start speaking with him and look around him, or around them, sorry, me, it's like, oh yeah, bro, and what, that's something that is not going to be the essence that you are interested for the topic. So, and that was everything for today. Thank you so much, and God bless you.